Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So here I have come up with another video of the data interview question series. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about the SQL problems basically. In the last previous two videos, we have discussed on Python, but in today's video, I'm going to discuss about SQL. So first, I'm going to study aggregate function, like how they work in SQL. Uh, just a second. First, I need to drop that database. Why am I dropping the database? Because I want to show it to you from the starting, that how the table has been made and how the queries are getting executed. That's the only reason. Oh, why it is taking time. Cannot it because it is currently in use. Just a second, let me just try this create database. Also, it already exists. Why it is in use? Okay, let me just try using this. And then I can maybe try this drop data. It is very important to debug the things. Like I read the error and then I've got the point. Now I'm creating this database. I hope you're getting me. And now I'm creating a table named as T1 in this database, which has two columns, A and B. Both have the data type integer. So what I'm doing, I'm inserting these values: one null, two null, three null, four null, five, and none null. Like these, five rows into the table T1. Got it. Now I want to show you the difference, because this is also a most asked interview question, and it is simple also. Like count of star and count of A and count of B. Whether it is same or different. So yeah, I would say like count of star will count the null rows also, but count of A, count of B, like if you will write the column name, then it will not count the null values. Let me just show you. First, I am executing this to show you the difference. This is the table T1, and then I will apply the count star on T1. So what should be the answer? Like guess it. First, let me just execute this. So here we have our table. Just try to guess like what would be answer of select count star from T1. Uh, is it should be like five or four? Five or four? It should be five, because I said that count of star will also consider the null rows. So it will also consider the count of this fifth row, which is null. Since that's how count of star will work. So select count star from T1. The answer would be 5. If we will do the count A from T1, then the answer would be 4 only, right? And since we are seeing that in the B column, all the values are null. So what would be the answer of count of B from T1? Because since all the values are null, so I think it should be like 0 or null. Let us see. 0. Yeah. That's what I want to show you. This is the most important question. Like, just remember this as this if we are writing star in the count function, then it will count the null rows also, and if we are writing the column names, then it will not count the null rows. Average of this is very simple. Average of A would be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. 3 plus 2, 5 plus 6, 10. 10 divided by 2, 5. This would be 5. Oh, sorry. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Yeah, sorry. Select star from T1 and then select average of B from T1. That would be what? Count is 0, but average of B would be null, I think. Yeah. And then select minimum of A from T1. Minimum of A was 1. And minimum of B for T1, that would be null. Since B has all the null values only. Right. And select maximum of A from T1. That would be what? That would be 5. And select, that would be 4, sorry. And select maximum of B from T1. That would be null basically. Yeah, so that was my whole point. So now let's come to another. Any all will skip that first. This is also a very important question. Like it has been asked to me in the Cognizant interview. Cognizant, I think it was Cognizant or Capgemini. Yeah, in Capgemini data analyst interview. Yeah, so this is also an important question. And the previous question which I showed you, this was also asked me in one of my interview. I don't remember the name of the company, but the company was from Mumbai. Yeah, and that company that was also that was also MNC, like that count star wala question. So that was asked me in one of my interview, and this Kolzek question, this was also asked from me in many interviews. This Kolzek question, and particularly Kolzek question is asked in many interviews, but this question which I am going to show you, this is a little bit typical. But this was asked in only one interview, but this Kolchak function is very important. Particularly, it has been asked in many of the interviews. And this question is very good. So you should remember it because, if you remember this question, then you will never forget the use of Kolchak and different functions. Mm. So let me just start from my particular drop database command. Drop database. Kolchak is null. I will just again use this master one. Create database this. No, first I had to drop this. And then I'm creating a binary table, which has like 4 columns, A, B, C, D. And then I have inserted these many values into this binary table. So basically, this is my table. Like this is how my table will looks like. And I will tell you that what was being asked from me in the interview. Just a second, guys. I have to like use my mouse also. So I'm getting uncomfortable without my mouse. Sad. Yeah, so I'll just tell you that what was being asked to me in the interview question. So this table was given to me in that in particular interview. Select a star from like binary table, and then after that, like he has asked me. Yeah, so this was the table. Oh, they are not executed. I think this command. After that, he has asked me. Uh, After that, like first, I will tell you the use of Kolzik and nullif by definition. So, what does Kolzik do and what does nullzik do? So, Kolzik in like Kolzik is a function, Coalesce. What does this do is it will fetch the first non-null argument. Fetch the first non-null argument. Got it? Argument. And what does nullif do? Nullif is used to replace number by nulls. Basically, it is used to create nulls. We can say that. So these are opposite. Nullif create nulls and Kolzik returns the first non-null argument. So these are quite opposite to each other. We will see the if we will consider a big picture. Then nullif is used to create null, but Polzek for the first non-null argument. So what he has asked me, he has given me this table and he has asked me to return a table, to return a column in which all these rows have 1, 1, 1, 1. This in the output. So he has asked me to like give a column named result, which has all these 1, 1, 1, 1 in the output using all these columns. So, like this kind of question he has asked me, and I got confused at that time a little bit. Yeah, but now I know. So this is the solution for this problem. I will just show you the output, and then I will explain also. Just a second, guys. Select Kolzek null if a comma 0 from this. Got it? So what it is doing here is, let me just execute both these together so that you can more easily get my point. What is nullif doing? Nullif is doing if whenever if a equals to 0, then nullif is converting that to null. So here you can see that a equals to 0. So this will be converted to null. And in the second argument, I written nullif b comma 0. So whenever b equals to 0, it will convert that particular value into null. So here b equals to 0. So this would be null and this would be null. And here null is c comma 0. So now what will happen here? So whenever c equals to 0, then it convert into null. So here c is not equals to 0. So this will remain as it is. So null, null, 1. And here also d comma 0. This we can remove. So it will be null. So what will happen in this case? Null, null, 1, 0. And what does Kolzek do? Kolzek will return first non-null argument. So what is the first non-null argument in this particular row? It is null, it is null, it is 1 and it is null. This 1. So for the first row, 1 will come as output. And then we go to the second layer. It will also convert to null, 1, null, 1 similarly. First non-null argument 1. 1, null, 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 and then first non-null argument 1. Null, 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 1, and then first non-null argument 1. So this is quite simple, but like And this is a little bit tricky question, so that's why I've shown you. This was asked to me in Capgemini interview, so this is also important question. So we have seen uh, two things in this video. Now I'm going to discuss. I have so many topics to discuss with you. There are so many important questions. I'm just thinking, what should I pick up first? I'll just try to solve the questions which have the like minimum content first. Let me just go to this one. Delete. This is also very important question. This has been asked in many, many interviews to delete the duplicate records. So this is also quite a very important question. So let me just discuss that with you. Asked it so it has been asked in so many interviews. Like you name one company and they will ask that duplicate, like remove duplicate record question. So first of all, what I do is I'll just drop the database, delete underscore. Oh, I have to use this command again, yeah. Use master. I'll just drop the database delete underscore stat and then I'll create the database delete underscore stat and then I'll just create this table of employee records here and I'll insert the data in this table. Now let me just fetch this table, select a star from employee records. So these many records are gone. So for example, like they have asked me to remove the duplicates. So what are the duplicates here? This John Doe in the name column, John Doe is the duplicate record. So if they will ask me to remove the duplicate record, then I just had to keep the one copy of this John Doe. So there are so many ways to delete any record from a table. So first is like I have like stated that using row number, select both CTE. Yeah. So first is by creating a CTE. So for that you must know the CTE as well and the row number function as well. So what they have done is they have used this row number function over partition by first name, last name. So in this particular question, we have to remove the duplicate names. So that's why a partition on the first name and last name ordered by the employee ID. So row number, since we know that row number will give the unique number to that one. So John Doe will get the first, and since it is ordered by employee ID, right? So John Doe will get the first number, and this John Doe will get the second number. Let me just execute this and show it to you. Why not? Yeah, can you see? This John Doe is getting the first row number, and this John Doe is getting the second row number. This David Lee, since it is partition banner, right? So this is how my CT will look like. And then what it is doing is delete. So this is the table from which I have to delete the records, employee records table. So I have to join it with this CTE. And since I have to like remove records from this employee record table, so I have to mention ER here as well. On ER dot employee ID equals to CTE1 dot employee ID, where CTE1 dot row number is greater than 1. So this record will get removed if we will execute this query, right? What will happen if I'll just run this command? Yeah. E. I have to mention this also. No, it was ER. Got it? One row is affected. If we will is now select the star from employee record, this row of job row will come only one time. Now we'll drop this employee record table and then we will use group by. Now I'm showing you another way of deleting the duplicate records from the table. The second method is using this group by. Delete from employee record where employee ID not in select minimum of the employee ID. So basically, we are using, since we have to remove the duplicate name, so we have group by on first name and last name, and we have selected the minimum employee ID. And why we have not specified the table auto delete here, since we are not using any join. Because in the previous method, we were using join, so we have to mention the table name here also. I just told you so that you would not get confused. Got it? So delete from employee record where employee ID not in select minimum of the employee ID. So using group by also we can delete. So now there is also another method. So what two method we have seen? CTE method and group by method. Now I'll just show you another method of doing this. Using cell join. So we have considered these two tables, cell join. What will cell join do? What will cell join do? Like on the columns on which we have applied the join, it will just group by those and it will then show them in the outputs. So how will the first, let me just show you how will be the cell join will look like, right? So we are join those table on first name and last name. And the second third condition is CR1 dot employee ID should be greater than CR2 dot employee ID. So the bigger one employee ID, this will delete that. First, let me apply show you the cell join of this. I'm just curious. How will the self select star from employee records will look like? It will look like this. So the cell run on first name and last name column. So like how many rows should come? Like John Doe should come. Let me just show you here. So this one would come. John Day will come. Right. Jane Smith will come. This John Day row will come. This is coming two times here and two times in this. So this will come four times. This Jane Smith will come. All the rows are common, right? Michael Johnson will come. John Day will come two times because it is coming two times here and then two times here. John Day will come and then John Day should come. Michael Johnson should come. Emily Brown should come. David Lee should come. Yeah, so there's many rows should come. Employee ID. So as per me, four records of John Day should come. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. I think yeah, four record of John Day's come. Jane Smith, Michael Brown. Yeah, 1 6 and 1 6 both get duplicates. So here 1 and 6 will come, and there also 1 and 6 will come. 1 and 6, and all rest of the uh, things are similar, right? And then like department ID would also be 101 101 101 101. Employee ID would be 1 1. And the last condition is ER1 dot employee ID should be greater than ER2 dot employee ID. And that means this row will come and this row will come. Why they have given this condition? Let me just put this condition also. I'm just doing this so that you can have a good understanding. Dr.employee ID is equals to vr2.employee ID. This one will come in the output. This one will not come. This one will not come. This one will not come. Two. So this is not, no, this is not greater than. So only this one record will come. Got it. So in this query, this one record will come and and we are deleting that basically. So the duplicate will already get deleted. Got it. So this is how the cell join will also work here. So this is for this session. I'm done with this video basically. I'll just try to not make the videos longer than 30 minutes because that would be too much. So please do like, share, subscribe to my channel, and you can use the comment section if you want. Until then, goodbye. Thanks. All the best.